Hola amigos, today I have here the iPad mini 3 and the problem is the digitizer. So today I'm going to show you how to replace the digitizer on this iPad mini 3. Alright, as you see the digitizer is cracked here. Let me turn it off. See the crack here, and there's a big crack here and another one here and another one here. So today I'm going to show you how to replace this digitizer, and this is the new one. I don't have the black one, so I'm going to use the white. And also I will need, for this repair, I will need Phillips screwdriver, IC Samo, and this one, this kind of tweezer. I will show you what I'm going to use it for. And I will need like maybe this plastic, and I will need these gloves, and also I will need this heat gun. Okay, so to fix this, to replace the digitizer on this iPad mini, I have to heat up this screen here, the digitizer from here, just the black panel. And once it's heated up enough, I will use the IC Samo and I will pry and take off this glass. So let's start. I'm gonna heat up this screen like 2-3 minutes. It depends on the heat. By the way, this is the first time I'm replacing the digitizer on this tablet, so I'm gonna try to do it quickly, but I will at the same time see if there is like anything different from the other ones. So after this is hot enough, I will use the IC Samo and I will slide it inside here. I will insert it inside here, as you see. And after that I will insert this plastic and I will take off the IC Samo. So I will keep sliding this. It seems like I need to heat up the digitizer more. Especially the top parts. Alright, I think it's hot enough now. So now I have it open like this, so I will just take this way and I will just keep heating it up and lift up little bit by little bit till I get it all the way up. Alright, so as you see, it's lifted up. Make sure don't touch the digitizer, I mean the LCD inside with your fingerprint. It's very hard to clean if you are not like using the right tools. So once it's open like this, let me lift up the camera a little bit so you can have like, okay, I think now it's much better. So once you lift up the screen, the digitizer like this, we need to now to take off the LCD before we make a lot of fingerprints on it. So the LCD has 4 screws, one in the corners here, one here and one here, and another screw here, and the other one is here. So this is the first one, and on top of this one we have this magnet. This magnet is working for the smart case. That means when you have a case with the magnets on it, when you close the case, the light turns off. When you open it, the light turns on the LCD. If you see here, the screen has the screws are like different, not all the same. So we have another screw here is hidden underneath this piece of cloth or adhesive or whatever. And there is also a magnet here. Make sure don't throw this magnet away, because we still need to put it back. So the screen now is the 4 screws. I already took them off, so what I'm going to do, I will use this plastic. And I will try to gently lift up the LCD, as you see, like this. So the screen is very fragile. If you just try to lift it up like this, you're gonna like bend it and you may break the screen easy. So that's why I'm using just the plastic, and I'm trying to insert it underneath and try to lift it up very careful, and make sure you are going underneath the screen. Now, and there underneath the screen, by the way, there is like another metal bracket, so make sure to insert the plastic thing between that metal shield and the LCD, I'm gonna show you that, the one I'm talking about. Okay, now the screen is like lifted up. As you see, now I'm trying to just lift it up, but it stuck here because there is, let me show you here, there is like another some adhesive here. I need like something sharp to lift it up. Be careful, don't damage the LCD. Usually when you are working on this iPad mini, it's very risky when to lift up the screen. That's the most risky part. I never break it, but I saw a lot of technicians who have experienced the messing it up. So now as you see, we're just gonna lift it up this way. So before I go here, I need to check if the screen is still like working perfect. I'm gonna just turn it on, and it's good. Yeah, still good, as you see. Alright, so once I lift up the screen like this, I will open the screws which are holding this bracket. We have a lot of screws here, one here, another one in this side. All the screws, by the way, are the same, so you don't have to worry about mixing them up. Eight screws? No, there are seven screws on the sides. So this, you just like this bracket, you can slide it back like this, and you can lift it up. And underneath here we have another small bracket exactly here, but we know it's time for us to turn off this iPad mini, because sometimes if we keep working on it without turning it off, the backlight component will be like blown off, and it will be like a problem. So this bracket here has, let me zoom on it, this bracket here has like 4 screws on it. This is 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now I'm just gonna take this bracket and I will put it here, and I will disconnect. The first thing I will disconnect the battery is here, and actually I start with this cable, the home button cable, and because it's on top of the battery cable. And we have another cable here, this is for the LCD. Use only your nails like you see, and here you go, this is the screen. So I'm just gonna put the screen aside, and now I will disconnect the digitizer cable. Is right here. This is digitizer cable, and now I will just release the rest of this cable from here, and here you go. So this is like trash. And what I'm gonna do now, I will clean I will clean the frame from all the residual like adhesive or pieces of glass. So this, I told you that I'm gonna use it because it's flat like this, and I can like pass it here and remove the left of the adhesive. Make sure don't leave any kind of adhesive or pieces of glass here. So now what I'm gonna do, I will use I forget to tell you about this adhesive. We need to put a strip of the adhesive here and here. So we are preparing now this the frame for the new screen. So this is the adhesive. I will put one strip on this top here. Make sure the corners are not damaged, because sometimes if the corners here, the corners of the screen of the iPad are bended in, you need to make sure they are like straight. And when you put the digitizer, it must fit 100% inside the frame. I'm going to show you right now. So we just flip this cable like this, and we make sure this is fitting exactly inside, as you see, without any problem. Because if one of the corners is bent, that means this glass will be on top of it, overlapping it. So when you try to push to make it like stick in the bottom, you may break it again. So it's clean, it's clear. So I will just remove some adhesive from this side, because this will be like a problem when I'm trying to connect the new screen. Sometimes you can use this kind of tools to make sure the adhesive sticks very well here and here, and make sure when you put the adhesive here, make sure don't cover the camera lens. As you see here, it's covered. So I will just take this piece . So now I'm going to connect the new digitizer. we will start by connecting the bottom the digitizer. It's here, digitizer cable. Let me zoom on these parts so you can see it clearly. So this is the digitizer cable. I'm just gonna connect it in this FPC here. Okay, it's connected, and I will connect this cable here. As you see, I didn't connect the battery cable yet, it's still open. So it's time for the LCD. So the LCD cable is connected. Now the battery. And now I will put the small bracket I showed you in the beginning. So this bracket should go back here. Three screws here are the same, as you see. These three screws are the same, this one and this one and this one, but this one, which is close to the edge, is a little bit longer. So make sure don't mix up the screws. Alright, so now I'm gonna put this bracket here. And I will put the screws back. So I put the screws here and here, and then now I'm just gonna put the screen back like this, and then make sure this the tape which was holding the screen is not down here, because it's gonna be holding the LCD, holding it from sitting perfectly in the chassis here. Alright, so after I make sure the screen is like sitting perfectly here, I will just turn it on and make sure the digitizer is responding normally. And while I'm waiting for it to turn on, I will put the screws back. So I'm putting the screws here, and I put the magnets back, and this is the last screw. It's a little bit longer than the other ones, and this is the magnet which was on top of it, as you see. So now I will just put this screen like this, and I will test it. Okay, it's responding normal, because I don't have the code, so I cannot like fully test it. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I will just make sure the screen is clean, no pieces of glass or dust on it, and also no fingerprints. So once it's clean, I will just remove this adhesive from here. I mean the cover of the adhesive. Same thing from this side. And also the digitizer has adhesive on it here. It's covered with this plastic, as you see. As you see here, this part, there is like a piece of cloth or adhesive covering it. So I will just remove this piece of adhesive and I will glue it back to this place here. And now it's time for putting the screen back, and make sure this cable here, let me zoom on it. So the cable here must be folded this way, and once it's folded it should get inside this gap here. And now it's the final step. I'm gonna remove the digitizer plastic which is in here. This plastic is the last thing you remove from the screen. So this one, I remove this thing with it. I have to put this back. Alright, so now I will just make sure there is this digitizer is exactly fitted aligned with the frame here perfectly, as you see. And I will make sure there is no dust or anything here. And also I will make sure that the cable is folded perfectly and it's in the hole there, because it's gonna keep like pushing the screen to go up. And I will release everything down, as you see. Alright guys, so that's the method how to replace digitizer on the iPad mini 3. make sure when you order the Digitizer, make sure it comes with the home button on it, to save a lot of headache and a lot of time. It's gonna be like couple dollars extra, but it's worth it. So the device is working perfectly now. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you think that this video is helpful for you or for someone, please don't hesitate to hit the button like, and also if you have any questions or comments, leave them on the comments zone, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching again, and have a wonderful day.